Hello friends, myself Dr. Deepak Manocha. Today we will discuss about the normal probability distribution. Normal distribution it was discovered by mathematician Abraham de Moivre in 1733 and it was later discovered by applied by Laplace and Colgauss. It's also known as Gaussian and Gauss distribution. The distribution is basically used for the natural and social sciences. J.P. Gulford has defined normal distribution curve as the normal probability curve is well-defined, well-structured mathematical curve having a distribution of score with mean, median, mode are equal. The shape of the normal distribution, basically it's a bell shape, perfectly symmetrical. The shape of the normal distribution is totally symmetrical form from the peak of the curve where the mean is, and the data become less frequent when it far from the mean, and it's a totally bell shaped, and in this mean median mode are same value appear at the peak of the curve. It's a perfect symmetric curve. The parameters of the normal distribution, there is a basically two parameters. One is mean known as x bar, second is standard deviation, and this parameter is basically used for the solution for the problem solutions of the normal distribution. Parameters of the normal distribution. First is mean. Mean is basically used by the researchers as a measurement of central tendency. It can be used to describe the distribution of variable measured as a ratio of intervals. Any change made in the value of mean move the curve either to the left, either to the right. Second parameter is standard deviation. Standard deviation measures the dispersion of data point relative to the mean. It defines the how far away from the mean the data point are and represent the distance between mean and the observations. Now we will discuss about the properties of the normal distribution. First property is it's a symmetric and bell shaped. Basically, your normal distribution curve is basically comes with a perfectly symmetrical shape. It means the distribution curve can be divided into middle to produce two equal halves. One is known as left side and one is right side. The symmetric shape occurs when one half of the observation fall on the east side of the curve. A normal distribution curve is bell shaped and distribution frequently curved. Second property of the normal distribution is the mean median mode value in the normal distributions are equal. We define the it's a perfectly distribution. Third property we can done under the normal distribution is empirical rule, which is also known as area property. In the normal distribution data, there is a constant proportion of the distance lying under the curve between the mean and specific number of the standard deviation. Mean with the plus minus 1 standard deviation cover the area 68.25%. With mean plus minus 2 standard deviation, it covers 95% area of the curve, and 99% plus area is covered with the plus minus 3 standard deviation with from the mean. In this diagram you can see the area x bar with plus standard deviation with minus standard deviation covers 68% area. With 2 standard deviation area with the mean it covered 95% area. With plus 3 standard deviation minus 3 standard deviation it covered the 99.7% of the area. Normal distribution cover is symmetric, unimodal, asymptotic, and the mean median mode are equal. You can see in the diagram. Next feature is unimodal distribution. It has only one mode. Asymptotic to the baseline, which means the baseline on the both side, it has a tendency to touch the baseline, but it never touch it. Range, the normal curve extended to infinity on the either side minus infinity to plus infinity, and the total area of the normal curve is 1. Ordinate, the ordinate height of the normal curve at the mean is maximum. Next feature is mean ordinate. The mean ordinate divide the whole area into the two equal parts. 0.5 area on the left side, 0.5 area on the right side. Equidistance of the quartiles. In the normal distribution, the quartile Q1 and Q3 are equidistant from the median. If we want to calculate the quartile deviation under the normal distribution, it will be QD is equal to 2/3 of the standard deviation. If we want to calculate the mean deviation, it will be the mean deviation is equal to 4/5 of the standard deviation. Next is probability normal distribution is a continuous probability distribution. Basically, probability distribution have a two categories, discrete and continuous. Under discrete, we covered binomial and Poisson distribution, and in the continuous probability distribution, we cover normal distribution. Next property is main parameter. The main parameters of normal distributions are mean and standard deviation. Point of inflection. The normal curve has two points of inflection. That's points of where curve change its curvature. You can see the diagram. Thank you.